Hello! You join me, as usual, as I'm getting ready. Because I am complacent. But, to be fair, it is only about 1 minute past. And we've been looking at schools. Maisie's new school, potentially. And that was exciting. Although it is devastating seeing them. The fact that she's already nearly in school. Hello, Julie. Julie. Look what I've got. I'm going to tell everyone about this in a minute. It's mirrored on there. But I love this. Absolutely love it. And as I say, it's my little left-handed mug. I've got a honey drink in there at the minute because it's too late for me to be drinking coffee. But from now on, a nice little Beyond Stamping mug with Beyond Stamping characters. Look at that! How cool is that? So Julie Nicholas made this mug, and it is just absolutely fantastic. I love it. My new mug. So let me see, who have we got with us? So Julie says, glad you like it. Hi Hugh. Hello Pauline. Hello. Hi Sally. This is going to be on behalf of Sally, this live, because Sally had asked me to go over the placement of certain items in the Express Yourself set. So we're going to be looking at the Express Yourself sets today. I'm excited. It's going to be really good. Jean, you are on time today, which is a miracle, actually. What does it teachers say? You know, I'm trying to think of your sort of standard teacher quip. Like, just so need to drag yourself out of bed, did you? Or something like that. Susan Elliott. Hi, Susan. Wow, the mug looks amazing. Well done, Julie. You're so talented. Everybody in this whole group is so talented. But yes, Julie, it's amazing. I love it. I like drinking out of it all. Okay. News. Today on the news, I can't actually remember anything that I'm meant to be talking about. So, Pauline wants me to show you how you would watercolour a black dog. We can sort that. Sure, we can get that one in. Mary Palmer. Hello, Mary. Mary says, hi. Always look forward to getting home to watch you. Oh, thank you very much. And I always look forward to being here on the live. I am not ready, though, which everyone will be dead shocked to hear. I've just got to quickly get my stamp. Well, obviously, we're making it up as we do every week. Look at my little reel from the other day. I love that. Now, the people who came to the workshop, I was worried. As I did this live, we covered certain things that I always, when I sit down to do an illustration, what do I think about? Now, it's my guitar, Hannah. It's a Gretsch, and Susie bought it for me, and I love it. And if you want to imagine how good I am at shredding on the guitar, on a scale of 1 to 10, 11. So, anyone who came to the workshop, you might be looking at this and going, hold on a minute. Josh said, don't put things in the middle. You know, where's the rule of 3? Where is the golden ratio? And all that. But I also mentioned on the workshop that sometimes a certain illustration might lend itself to having it in the thing. In this particular one, I was imagining it just for a card maker, not for a full illustration. Although I do use all the stuff on cards as well. Just this one happened to make me think, oh, do you know what? because he's one character on his own there, I might just place him in the middle and make a point of his reflection. Or her reflection. But I love that little illustration. But don't worry, I've not just taught you stuff that I don't even think is true. Just gone, oh, did they believe that? The workshop was amazing. I loved meeting everybody. Susie loved meeting everyone. Maisie loved it. She was showing off. She got to be a teacher for the day. Lowry was good for it as well. It was just the perfect day, and I can't thank everyone enough for coming to that workshop. I hope you enjoyed it. From what people said and the reaction on the group afterwards, I think people did really enjoy it. Susie told me that I moved my hands like this too much, and then I saw a picture of me, I think that Julie had taken, and I was like that in the picture, so I obviously do move my hands a lot, but yeah, I do. That's from my primary school teaching days. So, with the workshop in mind, it went so well. We loved it so much that we have booked, as well as trying to get across the country to people. So we are looking at doing them down south. We are looking at doing them in the northeast. It takes a bit more logistics of trying to book. What have I got? Oh, it's on the phone. There's a thing. Oh no, it is on my. What have I got here? Is that just my eyebrow growing all the way down there? It is! Bloody hell. My eyebrows like go to here. Oh my word. Anyway, yeah, so we're looking at getting them across the country. But because that workshop was so fun and it seemed to work out and that venue's really great, we thought we will see whether they're available again, so that anyone who is this end is able to book onto the this workshop. So that workshop is now on that workshop is on the website again. So thank you, Jill. Yeah, so the venue was really lovely. I loved it. They had food there. They served food. It's wheelchair accessible. It's really the perfect venue. I thought, I was so worried in case it was going to be a tight squeeze and stuff like that, but it just wasn't. It was lovely. It was the perfect kind of intimate space that we were all able to have fun, relax, and it was great. So yeah, if you would like to book on to ours, and Susie will tell you what the date is, and no, in fact the date is on the website. So if you go on the thing on the website, if you want to book onto the Cheshire one, I wouldn't book on if you've already done this one, because we'll be covering the same stuff and it'll be the same free set that we're getting, which is going to be that Alpine Adventure set. So yeah, they're on the website. Book on. We'd love to meet you. There's 20 spaces available because it is sort of a smaller venue, unlike the Birmingham one where we had 30 spaces. The Birmingham one sold out. Yeah, so amazing. Right, I think we should get going. Let me just have a quick look at the comments. Hello, Mama X is on here. Oh, we've already got loads of comments to get through. Bushy eyebrows, getting older. That's exactly what it is. But the fact that they go all the way down to here, that's mad.
I've come to see your eyebrow in person.
Is it really my eyebrow? Yeah? Goes all the way down to there.
There's something down there. That's your beard. Yeah, it's your eyebrow.
My eyebrow connects. My eyebrow just goes like this and connects straight onto my beard, and then down into my moustache, and then that bit goes straight down into my chest hair as well. So.
Not so much then.
Not so much here. This is where I want it, and this is where it isn't. So. Okay, let's do some express yourself stuff. I'll be very good at expressing myself with these eyebrows. A raised eyebrow to me is like raising the whole top of my head. Okay, let me get the Express Yourself set. Did I open this one earlier? Yes, I did. So we'll look at, it was the women's set in particular. So we've got a men's and a women's Express Yourself set. This, let me angle you down. I might actually have to start using the lamp. Right. Okay. There we go. Now that's it without any light. Oh, pressing the wrong button. That's a little bit better. And then that's like a bluish. Yeah, let's do that. And it sheds a little bit of light onto it. Okay, so the Express Yourself set is the one that looks like this. So we have, do you know what? Yeah, I'll just talk the set through for the minute. So the whole point of the Express Yourself set, it works with the other original Beyond Stamping sets. I say original because we've obviously got Style 2 coming out. I believe the pre-orders have sold out, I'm not sure. But the original style is all in orange. Pre-orders are all going to be in sort of a sky blue there. This works alongside the original sets, the custom portrait number 1 through to 6. And it works in that you can use all the faces, you can use the bodies with the different legs, and you can swap everything round and everything fits together. So in particular, I know that Sally wanted to know about what is my placement of the hair. And it is one of those things, when she asked me, I thought, oh, you know what? That is a good question, because I have a knowledge of, because I drew it, I already have the knowledge of, like, well, this is what how I wanted it to be, so I'll place it like this. But if you didn't design it, it's not as obvious. So let me come in with, this is one of like the little, I like this sort of smug face, like that. I'm going to put that here, back on me thing. I had to open a few more sets today because I lose them so often. So let's add the hair to this. Now the one in particular was this hairstyle here. Now if you have a stamping platform, it's not going to be as much of an issue, because you can place it and then hope that you've got it right. You don't have to just hope you've got it right. You can replace it. But as far as I know, so that ear needs to be touching this part of the hair, and the line there should just, the line over the top, the horizontal line, should just cross over the top of the forehead, but should be touching. So it should look a little bit like this. There we go. So to me, that's perfect for this hairstyle, because when you add the rest of it, like, let's imagine that she is having a nice glass of wine. Oh, put it down a bit too soon then, but don't worry. And I left the necks wider with this because, and I didn't put on an actual neck. The reason for that is people lift their heads up and down when they're expressing. I thought Maisie was kicking off then. She's actually singing. Sorry, I left the necks off. People lift their heads up and down. Let's do this here. So let's do a big neckline here. Like that. Now she's imagining something a bit cheeky, it seems, in this illustration already. I'm thinking, oh, like, is she going to play a prank on someone or... But I like the fact that it's expressive. Now, there's loads of different legs that you can use. So we've got... I like the crossed legs. Let's do the crossed legs one. It's designed so you can kind of rest the bits on there. The crossed legs looks like this. And this is one of the ones where I know that somebody on the course, the workshop, had mentioned to me I needed to do furniture. Who was it on the course who said do furniture? And I had a conversation with you. I'm picturing you, but I'm terrible with names, which I already told you. So if it's, that's not my fault. Susie will know. Right, and I'm going to have her wear bare feet. Let's do bare feet. Yeah, so I'm going to have to do furniture for this set. But yeah, I can draw it on for now. Put this back. Right, so this is already coming together. So that's one of the hair placements. We'll look at the rest of them in a second. I'm just going to finish this illustration first. I imagine she's on one of those sort of the nice like breakfast stools. Like this. And it's one of those sort of, it's 5 o'clock somewhere type situations. So these are her counters. She's at home. Let's draw some drawers in here to make it obvious we're in a kitchen. And then maybe a counter there. Oh, and actually, in this set, we do have a bottle of either wine or champagne that I can stick here. It looks a bit squiff there, but it's not the illustration that's squiff. It is I bent the stamp as I was doing it. Okay, we'll have a look at the rest of the bits in a minute. But I'm going to colour this because it just looks really fun to colour. Using the same watercolour sets as the ones that we used on the workshop. Now these are really inexpensive. They're called Colour Swell watercolours. I think you can probably get these on Amazon and they are probably not very much money, but for what they are perfect. They really do the job. You'll see that now. And another thing that we did on the workshop was try and encourage people to mess up their colours. So if you're not brave enough, maybe the workshop's not for you, but by the end of it, I think I did see that there were a few people who were sort of swayed. Most people were still in disgust and told me, you know, I should live outside and that I'm an animal and all that. But I think a few people went home. Well, I like to think, so I don't think. I like to think a few people went home and then just thought, do you know what? Let's let those colours run into each other. Yellow, bit of orange, tiny bit of red. There's a skin tone. That's a Caucasian skin tone. And then this is going to be one of those sort of like tops where the sleeves come 3/4 length. And at the minute it looks like she's naked from the waist down. She isn't. That would be weird, wouldn't it? Imagine if I just started drawing a naked person. I think everyone think I had gone absolutely mad. You can use the stamps for that if you want. I mean, there's nothing stopping you from doing it in the privacy of your own home. But I'm going to go on record as saying that isn't what I envisaged for them. I forgot to colour her feet. I like this because I feel like she's sort of like, in my head, as you all know by now, I make up stories as I'm doing these illustrations. And in my head, she's been absolutely dying for it to get home and have a nice glass of wine all day. It's been a stressful day at work. And she's finally gotten home and had first sip of wine. I mean, and you can see the look on her face. She's like, ah, it's Friday. I'm not, do you know what? I've gotten, because of all you lot, I've gotten self-conscious about doing stripes. So thank you very much for that, all of you. You've ruined stripes for me. I'm going to do dots instead. No, don't try and make it better. I loved doing stripes and it's now been ruined for me, so I hope you're all happy with yourself. Quite like that anyway. But I'm going to dab it. Get a lot of the colour off, fade it out. Just a nice little speckly top there. And then to add the realism, let's shade it in. Let's ground the colour in some more. Oh, we'll dirty the colours. Someone on the course, was it Susan? Who was it who called me a dirty artist? And do you know what? I loved it. It's my new favourite phrase. Or dirty painter. That's what she said. And I said I was going to get it on a t-shirt, Josh Griffiths Dirty Painter, because I am proud dirty painter. I don't mess about cleaning all my brushes. And look at that. It's a bloody lovely painting. This is going to be a kind of bottle green. And then the hair, we don't do yellow for blonde. We add yellow. I'm going to add some black and green, a bit of purple. And then that's proper blonde hair then. Because really, blonde hair, there's nothing yellow about it. Blonde hair is very light brown. Most hair is just same, you know, natural hair colours. It's the same colour, just different variations of that colour, using different values. So, there we go. Now, let's give her... Well, in this set, everyone's facing the same way, bar one person who you can add the hair to. Let me show you how I would add hair. Now, this person is it's just smiley face. We'll do the same thing for her, and we'll make it friends in a kitchen. And then I'm going to go through all the hairstyles and show how to place them. So you've got this to look back on. But I'm loving this illustration so far. Having lots of fun. And that is what everything is all about. So, here we go. Right, and now, if I was drawing on a hairstyle, I'd probably do it in pencil first until you've gotten used to it. But luckily I do this all the time, all day, every day, so I can do it. Sorry, I'm just having a nice drink out of my Beyond Stamping mug. Get over it. I'm going to wait for that to dry. And I'm going to speak to y'all this way. Let's have a look at the comments. So, oh yeah, that top does match Susie's trousers on Saturday. Susan, there's absolutely nothing wrong with stripes, but it was just that someone once said, "Well, you like stripes, don't you?" to me, and I was thinking, yeah, actually, I do. I always do stripes, but I think it's because it lends itself to illustration so well, because it's like it's an easy thing to do. That when you put the shadow over it, it's impactful. Let's have a look. Furniture set would be a bestseller, so I agree. Yeah, Hannah, I agree. She looks like she knows something, but maybe they're gossiping. Don't worry, Lindsay. Lindsay said, "Sorry, I'm late." By the way, people talking about my eyebrows. Okay. Right then, that's nearly dry. That's the one thing about these paints. They don't dry as quick as like Winsor Newton or something. And that's not a problem because, I mean, it's not like we're really pushed for time. But when you're in a hurry, that for me would be why I'd probably pick Winsor Newton rather than these. Still can't get over my eyebrows. Oh, it doesn't look as bad. Doesn't look as bad in this light. I used to have really dark eyebrows, but as I've gotten older, they've gone really blonde, probably grey. Yeah. Anyway, everyone shut up about my eyebrows. It's just me talking about it, isn't it? Yeah, so what else is coming up just while I'm waiting for this to dry? The NEC is coming up on the 30th. Oh, that's a good question, Rachel. Using a heat tool. Do I have one somewhere? I don't think it would. It definitely wouldn't affect the colour of watercolour paint because I think it'd just dry the way it would if it air dried anyway, in my experience, anyway. Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe I should have a heat tool out. Yeah, we've got the NEC, but we've also got Stamporama on the 18th. Believe that's the 18th anyway. I'm really excited for that. The workshops in Evesham at the Crafters Companion store, the date's been moved for some reason or other. I couldn't remember why. So if you were interested in going to those workshops, they're just an hour long. You get a free stamp set. I think it's £30, and it's an hour long workshop. But they've moved the date back a bit, and I'd have to check with them when it is. I don't know if there's a solid date yet, but yeah. Let me have a quick look. Okay, we can probably carry on now. Right. Let me angle you down. Angle this way. Okay. That's right, isn't it? I'm not upside down. Okay. So, let's carry on with this one. Now, this person, there's loads of things that we could choose from. We don't want to have her gardening. She could be crafting. That's quite a nice one. I think we've done that before. She could be on her phone, texting. Maybe we'll do that one because... Oh, actually, no, because she's facing away. on there, which are actually it does work. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go for that one. Like this. Then the other pair of legs here. I don't like the fact that they would be I could do the legs in a skirt there. Yeah, let's do that. It's not going to look too bad. Going back to the workshop, we talked about how, you know, that I have certain rules for how I plan a scene, and there's certain things I don't do, like I won't you know, have too much of the same element in one bit, but it doesn't matter too much if it's a, you know, a smaller scene workshop. Come on, Josh, brain's not working very well. Okay, she can have the same style seat coming down like this. And then we'll carry on the kitchen counter. Do more drawers. This is just random how I'm doing the kitchen counter here, you know. Could be any way you wanted it, really. And then maybe that'll go this side. Obviously, if you were doing this illustration, then you could plan it a bit better. And then I can fill in the other bits, so. Neck. Quite a thin neck is always good. Let's do a V-neck line. And then, so hair, right. Still hasn't dried that, but if I was doing hair like this, I'd probably go like this. Let's do a few lines there. A few lines there. Have it going back like this. And then as it gets to here, comes round, and let's say she's got like a bun. Like that. That'll do. Okay. Time to paint. Let's do a non-Caucasian skin tone now. So we're going to get brown. And we'll do the wash in brown. You okay?
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know if you've already said this in the time it took me to get from upstairs downstairs. I wasn't upstairs.
Probably not.
Evesham.
Yeah.
Is the 18th.
Oh, so Evesham. Oh, Evesham is the 18th of November.
October.
When's Stamperama?
Hang on a minute. Now I'm confused. I came up here confident I knew what I was talking about.
I know, and I've ruined it.
So 18th of November.
Right, yeah.
Right, hang on. So you're on Hobby Maker on Monday. You said that?
No, I've not said that.
At 7.
Okay, so...
I can't say what's on it because I don't have a clue.
No, we haven't sorted that yet, have we? Yeah.
Stamperama Import Sunlight on the 18th. Yeah?
Yeah.
Done that one.
Of October, yeah.
Of October. And then NEC, obviously.
On the 30th.
30th till the 2nd, is it?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, sorry, Larry wants to run away. Each on the 18th of November, and then our other workshop in Cheshire, Elswin Brook, on the 19th.
On the 19th. Oh, what? So that's
November, the day after.
Ah, right. Okay, I see. So, there we go.
That was very poorly delivered.
It was. For you, it is. Not for me. That would have been brilliant for me.
That was painful. Getting my brain to work. Right. Goodbye.
Thank you.
It's okay. I love that mug.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I really love it.
Well, it's mine. So, Julie made it for me, not Susie. Didn't you, Julie? I know, yeah. Susie's just like pretending to laugh, but she's just going. Right, this woman. Do you know what? I got my confidence back with the stripes, and I'm going to do stripes. So, let's go for it. There we go. And then let's do like a denim sort of skirt. And I'm mixing blue with a tiny bit of black and some brown. That gives a denim-y colour. We touched on a lot of colour and how I sort of warm up and cool down colours at the workshop. We touched on my composition. We looked at what goes through my brain when I'm planning a composition. My own sort of do's and don'ts that I try to stick to where possible, but not all the time. What else did we cover at the workshop? I wasn't the only one there now this time, so do you know what? I have people who can help me now, so I hope there's someone there who can tell me. I hope you're all paying attention, because otherwise my teacherness will come out and I'll kick off. There we go. Look at that. How versatile these stamps are, that you can do two different skin colours, skin tones, like a race, but they're ambiguous enough that it doesn't look, you know, one person doesn't look a certain ethnicity. It's all in the things that you add to it. She can have a white iPhone. Ooh. Didn't tell me that you were all down there, but look at that. I love that. Cupboards. If I was doing cupboards in the background, I might give them a bit of vague colour. Literally just going across like that. Just to say, yeah, there's a surface here somewhere. It's not that important, so I'll just give it some little wavy lines. But it is there. The chairs, might put a little bit of tone on them there to say that they're... And then shadow on the floor. Let's ground them. Not ground them like they're grounded. Well, yeah, but you know what I mean. Let's get a bit of a lower tone in this lady's hair. So I've put quite a lot of green in that there. But I wanted to just make sure you know what colour it is. And then she's drinking wine, so we'll do a little sort of golden-y colour in there. There we go. And there might be, I don't know, it could say something on there, under there. I don't know. If anyone could think of a caption for this, I'll write it in sort of my own style of calligraphy. But yeah, let's have a look at the comments. Which way are we going? That's upside down. That's the right way. So, Golden ratio, yes. We looked at the golden ratio, which we didn't delve too far into it. Sorry, I'm wiping something off the screen as well. I didn't delve too far into the golden ratio, but it's something that comes into my mind subliminally. It's subconscious in my thought when I'm planning a composition. But we go into more detail about it on the workshop. Just before 5 o'clock, let me have a quick look. Can she carry shopping bags? Who's that? Susie? The illustration, I'm assuming. Hi Josh, are you on Hobby Maker on Monday? I believe so, yeah, I'm on Hobby Maker on Monday at 7 o'clock. I am, Kathy. And I finally got Kathy's big illustration over to her. We are going to do the draw for the other illustration that people have put their names forwards for. It's just we haven't had time to put the names in yet, basically, just with everything that we're doing. Gearing up to, shows and stuff like that is a lot of work, so that's where our brains are at the moment. I like all these, so I'm sure you can share. Oh yeah, so Julie, absolutely on the ball, covered dynamic colors, no repetition of elements, color cohesion, golden ratio. So these are all things that sound boring, but hopefully when you're doing the workshop, they make sense, and you see kind of why I do what I do when I do an illustration. And I'm hoping people will tell me, it's either giving them confidence or up their game while they've been, when they've gone home from the workshop, sat down at the craft table and just gone, do you know what? I'm going to do an illustration, and hopefully somewhere you were thinking, right, I don't want to do that. I do want to do this, and it's made it easier for you to plan a scene. That's my dream for everyone. I like these captions. So, just before 5 o'clock, it's wine o'clock. Have you seen his eyebrows? That's a good one, Jean. I'm not going to pretend that I'm not hurt deep down and crying. But I do like, I like that. I'm like, do you know what? I'm going to do it. Right, so we'll do this. Have I got it the right way here or no? Nope, I turned it the wrong way. Let's have a look at this. So. Oh. Should have put those things. I wish I hadn't have put that and not there. But I did used to be a primary school teacher, so I'm embarrassed if I got anything wrong. But do you know what? Everything's right in its own way. If you, is that right? If you think about it long enough, that words lose all meaning. I love that. Nice little illustration. But let's have a quick look. So with the time we've got left, what I want to do is we're going to look at the placement of these. So let's go up here. Well, actually, do you know what? I'm going to take that away because I will use that on TV. Let's have a look at some of the different faces. So what have we got? We have yawning, We have angry. Laughing. That's what I should have done, really, shouldn't I? I should have done a laughing face. We've got a shocked face. We have... There's a crying face as well. I'll do one more.
I'm going to try and write everyone's names down whilst you're on the live so that you can do the draw.
Okay, yeah.
Before the end.
Susie's going to try and get everyone's names written down so I can do the draw. Okay, so let's do some different hairstyles. There's this one here. Now again, we're using that same rule where it connects at the ear and at here. Right, so let's do this with the laughing face. They all fit all of them pretty much. There we go, a little fringe. Then there's this one here. I probably could move that down a bit. Really, we might try that again. But this one's got a clear... You know, that fits so well on there, and it's covering the ear there. But if the ear was there, you could still do it. The ear's kind of half drawn on all these, and they're designed so that, you know, you can see the ear poking out. Again, you just have to kind of have a good play about before you stamp the hair on. But it is one of the trickier sets. But once you get used to it, it pays off massively. This one's probably confusing. But again, it's just a case of perfect. Look at that. And then some of them are designed so that you can take them down as well, you know. Oh, here's one where the hair is up. Well, it's basically the hairstyle that I drew on the other woman. So that one is quite easy because the forehead follows on. Like that. So let's have a look at what you can do with it. So this one here, you could follow this hairstyle on so it was like really long hair. Do you know what I mean? You could also do that with this one and this one here. Like that. So they're designed so that you can extend them down as well. And there we go. Hopefully that's there for you to look back on just general placement. But tips wise, I would say make sure that there's a part that kind of crosses the ear and goes towards either over or towards this top where the forehead ends, and have a play about with it, you know, what seems right. I don't know why, but this one I feel like needs a it's very 60s and it needs like a headband like that sort of thing. But yeah, you know what, never before done. We've had our fun with the stamps at the minute. While Susie's doing that for the last 10 minutes, give me a suggestion of something, maybe an animal or something to illustrate, maybe cat or fox or something that I can just do by hand to show you what my process is of when I'm creating these illustrations. because there was a sort of moment at the workshop where I sat down and I drew a cat just to make a point, drew it really quickly, and everyone started laughing, and I was like, oh, why why are you laughing, kind of thing, and then everyone was like, well, because you just draw it so easily, and it's something that I had forgotten. I had just, I'd never gone. You forget that it's something that you can do quite easily, that other people, it's like, might come a bit not as quickly. So yeah, I'm going to do that now. Right, so Holstein cow, a cocker spaniel, a duck. Of course, Rachel asked for a duck. Kyrie. Hannah, who's Kyrie again? Remind me who Kyrie is. I like the suggestion of a giraffe. In fact, let's do a giraffe. Because I'm assuming if it's a child, that I'm like, well, I've got to do it basically, because I can't, you can't say no to children. I'm gonna do a giraffe. Is it Kiri or Kyrie? Number 1 or number 2? Right. Let me angle. I'll angle you down. Right then. First, let me get a little reference picture to remind myself of what a giraffe looks like in general. Okay. So, what does a giraffe look like? Just trying to find a picture of an actual giraffe, but it's coming up with cartoons. I don't want a cartoon because I want to draw it my own way. Oh, let's wing it, because Susie will be back up here in a sec. Okay. Let's do a giraffe. So, on here, right. It's going to be very sketchy. And one thing I do a lot of the time is I'll turn the paper, but I'll try not to do that so much today. Does anyone actually know what these little things are, or are giraffes actually aliens? Right, it's taking shape. Let's bring this in here. It's a baby giraffe. It's going to have to be, because I've only done a very short neck. And maybe if I go like this as well, I can make this bit, some of the hair that's on a giraffe. Okay. You have these sort of big. Right, so I might have to make the stomach come out there, and that can be a. And then it sort of comes down here to a thinner leg there. What I'm going to do, so there's part of, there's a line there that I don't like, but there's my basic giraffe. So I don't need this anymore. I can always finish it at some point, but I'm going to go, right, so I know they've got like markings like this. You can do them quite random. And then let's paint it. Use a bigger paintbrush here.
I've done it.
Oh, Susie's done it.
It was virtually impossible because Larry was taking the paper, taking the scissors, climbing on my head, stood on my foot, then
Wow.
started eating all of the entries.
Pretty standard stuff for all that. Resume the stream. Sorry everybody, there's still 22 people here. It went, don't know what happened. It went.
When it went.
I drew a giraffe. There you go. And I've signed it. So maybe that can go to someone. And that was for Kiri. I think it's Kiri, not Kyrie. Maybe it's Kyrie. Sorry, I put the nostril on. Time for the draw. But everyone's probably gone now because it was like there's half the people on. But it'll still be there. Right, sorry everyone. Everyone's coming back on now. Here's the draw. It's full of these. All the names are in there. I don't know what point it got up to with me giraffe, but anyway, time to pick. Just by the way, I'm just showing everyone that it's fair because when it went off, I said to Susie, people are going to think it's a fix now.
Then you got one name in there.
Yeah, it's just one name. Right, so I'm getting digging right to the bottom. I'm shuffling them round so the ones at the top.
What are you?
Okay, here we go. And the name that I've pulled out is.
I want to know if you can read my writing.
It's backwards.
Angela Benyon.
Angela Benyon. So, Angela, well done. Sorry, it's backwards, but it does say Angela Benyon.
I've also scrolled it.
You will be the winner of that illustration. If anyone wants this, I'm going to do another draw right now.
I think you should give it to Kiri.
Oh yeah, sorry actually. Sorry guys, I'm going to give it to Kiri.
Yes.
It was Kiri, yeah. It is Kiri, isn't it? Not Kyrie. Yeah. Okay, Kiri. This is your giraffe, and we will send it to you. So Hannah, tell us where to send it. Thank you everyone for watching. Again, the workshop is back up online. What's the date of it? The 19th of November. So if you're free that day and you want to come to Ellesmere Port, it was such a lovely day and we'd love to see you there.
The Evesham one is...
Oh, the Evesham one is the 18th. They're the Hour workshops. It's at the Crafters Companion store in Evesham. We're going to have product there to buy, but also you get a free set with your workshop, which is custom portrait number 4, and that's included in the price, obviously. And we're going to do a little illustration from start to finish. And I'd love to see you there. Sorry that it cut out. And suggestions for next week as well. Yeah, that's everything. So, say bye, everybody. Bye.
I've been worse than you today.
Don't look at my eyebrows.